Welcome back to Squawk Box. Clear going public today. It is listing on the NYSE under the ticker YOU, and the IPO price is $31 a share. It's above the initial range and bringing its valuation to approximately $4.5 billion. Joining us right now, first on CNBC, is Clear CEO Karen Seidenbecker. Karen, congratulations to you on this milestone. And what I have to admit is it's almost counterintuitive that you've had the success that you've had in this past year. I would have bet on you before this, but this past year would have been. Going into it, I wouldn't have thought that you would have had the year that you've had, and now people are going to be investing in this, not just based on this past year, which is better than I think a lot of people expected, but of course, what may happen in the future when we all get back in the air and back into the world. How do you think about the consumer market versus the business market for flying right now, and how much does that matter to the business?
So everyone traveling matters to us. But look, the reason why we're listing on the New York Stock Exchange today is because this is about you. You are always your identity. You are members who are passionate, to your point, who showed up, over the past year, but not only over the past year and stayed with Clear because they love the touchless travel experience and the frictionless experience and predictability. But this is also you, our awesome team members, who showed up every day during the pandemic and have allowed us to make this happen. And this is about you, our partners. So to your point, it has been an incredible year, and I think it reflects the passion of the Clear brand that we've built over the last 11 years. But let's just be clear, I guess pun intended, I am incredibly bullish on travel. You are already seeing the return of leisure travel. And, if distance makes the heart grow fonder, people want to travel today more than ever. And I think business travel is going to come back, and it will come back in a slightly different way. It will come back with not only the road warriors, but people who used to not travel, who in a hybrid work environment are living all over the country.
Karen, your business obviously associated with travel. For those who are uninitiated, who don't know, if you go to an airport and you want to get through the line a little bit quicker, you go through Clear and you pay a service fee to do that. My question to you is, long term, if we were to talk in a couple of years from now about the mix of the business, you've started to increase your business. If you want to get into Madison Square Garden, you want to get into other places, you've done some work with some of the restaurant companies that are now looking for these businesses that are dealing with COVID and whatnot. How much of it will be a travel business, you think?
So at Clear, we've built a secure identity platform to make experiences safer and easier. And who doesn't need a safer and easier experience, to your point, to get into a sports stadium, to get through a hospital, or to get through an office building? It wasn't so easy today, right? To get into the New York Stock Exchange, we used Clear's Health Pass. And so we think that there are enormous opportunities, not only in travel on a global basis, but to bring the Clear platform to so many different verticals. And my hope in a few years is that aviation is our smallest vertical because the other ones are so much bigger. We just think there are extraordinary opportunities to bring the Clear platform to life and to create frictionless journeys wherever you are, really turning it into your daily habit.
But Karen, for the investor out there who's saying to themselves, should I be trying to buy into this IPO today? And they're trying to figure out what the valuation should or shouldn't be. Should you think of yourself right now as a travel in the travel space? Do you think that's a fair place to put it, since the majority of the business is still there?
I think the fair place to think about Clear is as a secure identity platform, but you are absolutely right. Today, the predominant amount of our revenues comes from our consumer subscription service, the Clear Plus lanes you see in airports.
And then the other piece of this I was going to ask is in terms of the identity component, which I know you've invested a lot of time, money, and energy and R&D in. What kind of defensive moat is around that part of the franchise? Because I would imagine that the Apples of the world and the Googles of the world and everybody else might try to actually steal effectively a piece of that. And given that everybody's walking around with their phone already, I would just wonder how you consider the competition in that regard.
So first and foremost, the way we've lived the last 11 years is the best form of competition is innovation. And we wrote, when we did this filing, of the power of the word and. So this is about frictionless experiences and being trusted. And that's been in our DNA since day one. So this is about a robust cyber posture, but this is about never selling or sharing data and always opting in. And what we know is if we create frictionless journeys, if you know exactly when to leave your house to get to the gate in 35 minutes and don't have to take anything out of your wallet from the beginning to the end, that's transformational. That is giving people back the most precious commodity, and that is is their time. And so we are just totally focused on expanding that journey in travel and beyond travel. That's the way I want to live my life, right? Totally frictionless, seamless, safer, and easier. So that's what we're focused on every day.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.